Hello friends, in the last video we ran LLM models locally using Ollama. We tried Gemma and llama models. In today's video we will be running a Deepseek model. Recently Deepseek model is making a lots of buzz, so we will be trying it. And since few people fear that the Deepseek model stole the data and sent them to China, we don't need to worry about it since we are running the complete model locally, and since it is locally we can also run it offline. So we will be trying the DeepSeek model, and also we will be running a chatbot UI using the open web UI just like chat GPT, and then we will be integrating our model with vscode just like copilot. So let's start. Okay, so we can check what model we have using the Ollama list command. So right now in my system I have llama 3.2 1B model. So let me try to run the DeepSeek model. Okay, so this is the DeepSeek R1 model. So I will be running the 1B model. So these are basically the the more the number it is, like if you see also the size also increases. So basically B is like billions of tokens. So 1.5 billions of tokens, 7 billions of token, 8 billions of token. So these means that if the larger this token is, the better the DeepSeek response is, the more complex problem it can solve. So also, the higher billions, higher token models like these models need more memory and more GPU power as well. Now, since we are running locally on a laptop, it's better to go for a lightweight model. So that's why I will be installing this. So let me install this. This is the command to install Ollama run DeepSeek. So we'll copy this. This is a 1.1 GB of model. And if you see here, this is llama 3.2 is the 1.3 GB model. So let me first run the DeepSeek model. So right now it is pulling the DeepSeek model since it doesn't have in my system. First it needs to pull the DeepSeek model and then it will run. Also see, since we already have the llama model, so let me start the llama model as well. Okay, so the llama model is started. Okay, and our DeepSeek model is also started now. So you can exit the model by command. Okay, so let me first start it. Okay, so this on the right side we have DeepSeek model, on the left side we have Ollama model. So let me first ask it a normal question. So same question I will be asking to both llama and the DeepSeek. Now let's try to run a chatbot UI using Open Web UI. So we can go to the GitHub page of Ollama. We will go at the end. If you see here, community integration. So these all are the things which we can integrate with our LLM models. So I will go to Open Web UI. So this give us the steps to install. So if you want to install it with Python, you can use the pip install command. We will be running it in the Docker. So we will be trying the Docker Open Web UI. So let's open the Open Web UI documentation. So we will be running the Docker Open Web UI container. Okay. Now, okay. So now we have our Ollama model running locally, and we are going to run the Open Web UI of Docker. So let me open this. Okay. So basically we will be running this command. Okay. So this command actually connects with Ollama running locally on the local host. So that's why we are going to run this command. This is in the troubleshooting server connectivity issue section. Okay, so in this section you will get this example docker command. Okay, so we'll copy this command. Okay, so this is the command. Okay, so this will connect to localhost 11434 port. So this is the local Ollama that we are running on our personal laptop. Now network is the host, so it will connect with the node network host network. Okay. Now we do one more thing. Since we are running for a single use, we will run this. Since we are using locally on a single user mode, so we will use this as well. Okay, so let me start this. Okay, so it's starting. The container is starting now. Also, I have installed these LLM models just to show. So right now in my local system, I am having Llama 3.2, Deepseek R1, Deepseek Coder, which is 1B model. The size is 776 MB. Then we have Deepseek Coder 6.7B, which is of size 3.8 GB. So all these four models we have right now in our local system. Okay, so it has now started the Open Web UI Docker container. So it will be on 8080 board. There seems to be some error. Okay, sorry. So now it is started 8080. So let me start. Okay, let's go. So you can see here we have all the four models that we have on our system. So if we first let's select the Llama 3.2. So we can ask the question to it, what is Gen AI? So you can see here this question is now answered by Llama 3.2. If you want to change the model from the drop down, we can select any model. So let me choose this Deepseek Coder 6.7B. Same question I will be asking to this model as well. Now this 6.7B model is a a better model than all these models. So these are all lightweight models of size 1 GB, 2 GB. If you see here, it says 1B. 1B means 1 billion tokens. This DeepSeek R1 is 1.8 billion token, 1.2 billion token. This 6.7 is 7 billion token. So the higher the number is, the better the LLM model is. But the higher number model will use more GPU. Okay, so I think here we can use any of the model. We can use this coder as well. Okay, same question I am asking to it. And similarly, now we will select the DeepSeek R1 model. So we can explore different types of models. We can play around, different models. We can install and see which model is better for us. Okay. Now we will be integrating these model in the VS Code, just like we use Copilot. So we will be using in the VS Code. So let me first open the VS Code. Okay, so I have this folder open here. I have one test.py file which doesn't contain anything. Now we will be installing an extension called continue. Yeah, so this is the extension. Okay, this is the extension which we will be used to integrate the LLM model learning locally with VS Code. So this extension is installed. We can see here. Yeah. So if you can see here we have all the LLM models here. We can add a chat model from here. We can click on add chat. We can select Ollama and auto detect we can do, and then we can do connect, and it will show us all or detect all the LLM models. So right now, if you see, I have added this auto detect. Let's use this llama here, and here we will be using DeepSeek Coder 6.7b. Okay. So this model will be used for tab autocomplete model. So this will be used for auto completion, and for our chat we will be using llama 3.2. Okay, so first let me ask a question here. Yeah, now the auto completion has started to work. Write a program to print lucky series. Okay. Okay, let us run this. So you can see here it has printed the Fibonacci series. So our DeepSeek Coder 6.7b model has provided with, or you know help us with this code using the auto completion feature. Now let's do one thing. Let's create one more file. Now let's go to this model, and now we will ask the llama 3.2 model to write the same program. So it is taking some time because right now I'm running both the models. So I'm using the DeepSeek model as well as the Llama 3.2. So since it is running locally, so running two or three models is going to consume your GPU and your resources. So your performance might be slow, or the speed of the LLM response might be slow. Or we can do one thing. Okay, so we can disable this, we can remove this, so it will be then have only one model, so performance might increase. But now since it has replied me, I will be not disabling it. So let us test this code. So now I will be using this code. So this is the code provided by the Llama 3.2 in the chat window. So let me run this code. So it is asking for a number. So this, let's add the same number, 15. So it has also provided the answer, the Fibonacci series, and yeah. So here it is showing one more digit. Here it is showing one less. Okay, so we can check that why it is doing that. Similarly, we can also, compare both the codes. What is the difference in both the code? So if you see here, I think this code is similar. Till here, the code seems to be same for both these. Or maybe we can just remove this as well. Okay, let's run this again. Yeah, now it is printing. I think there was this loop which was causing some problem. Now both the code are same. If you see this 15, and if you run this, so now the both the code is giving the same answer. So we can use this way. We can use the LLM models learning locally as our coding assistant together with our VS Code. So thanks all and bye bye.